Night moves here. But let's see whether they really want to try to drag out that game because they do have the Inteleon here. So let's see how well Road to the Top is able to drag things out to reach to that prime.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have to go for the late game just because of that one singular Inteleon. And if the Inteleon actually pop off, it can be pretty deadly for MYS. And MYS, having they like this strong aggressive start. They like those basic Pokemon lineup coming in as well. They are going to bring in those offense against their opponent.
Ooh. Ice able to secure some of the majority of the wild Pokemon as well on their even on their opponent's side, gonna be able to get the nice early dunk and EXP boost. Genkai begins to harass Yang. Although was not able to get the Hooper, but he still can be a nuisance with the Clefairy. No difference.
Yep, that's a really good light screen coming in, just avoid and not allowing that Clefairy to come into play as well. Bochi is just really aggressive with that Mimikyu. And, Yemu really have to try to get to level 5 as soon as possible. And first down is Chansey. And, as I was saying, Yemu have to get to level 5 to get the Sacred Sword out to capitalize a little bit more against their opponent.
Oh, I get what he was trying to go for, right? Just trying to steal away the wild Pokemon, but also trying to make things a little bit daring because the LY was already there and already evolved to the Zoroark here. But just couldn't take into account the amount of damage that was being outputted by the Zacian as well. I think after not seeing it for 2 rounds, now they're reminded once again how powerful the Zacian can be. Calamity is still one wild Pokemon away from leveling up as well to get that Umbreon. I think once that comes out, this should make this easier. But of course, the classic team MYS constantly on the aggressive in the central area alone on the opponent's side, denying them as much farm as possible.
Yeah, it's just, going straight right into the central area, taking out those buffs, taking those EXP away from Road to the Top, right? And right here, you're looking at a level 7 Urshifu. Bochi almost get a little bit of advantage against the Zacian, but immediately retreating off Ice, holding down bottom side all by himself until the Mew arrives as well. But why? HT is just not letting LY rest, just dashing straight right in level 8, not allowing their Zoroark to have any form of space.
Just out of range. The Calamity, let's be honest, I think this is a little bit of a catastrophe as he's surrounded from all sides here. Although HT was not able to get the last hit here, but Ice is totally fine with that. Moonlight pops and committed because they do want to commit for the dunk here. But here comes the die committed for LY. Big damage on top of Yang, but it's totally fine. Respects that, backs off, not going to be overzealous about this here. But the other top side, Yemu, farming leveling up very comfortably here, not being contested too much though. And that's a massive one, along with a beautiful rotation coming from HT.
Yeah, HT going up and down, back and forth really fast and really often as well. Chansey's only at level 3. It's not even at the Blissey stage yet. He really have to start getting those EXP up. Of course, it's gonna be too late. We're down to our first Reggie, and the Chansey has yet to be evolved.
The worst part about it, he doesn't even have the Unite move to fully assist the body barrier as well. But he is securing there. They are going to try to prioritize the Regice, and I think they just decide, you know what? We don't have the levels, we don't have the moves, we don't have the Unite moves as well. We have to let go of the Regice and focus our priorities on other objectives here. They managed to get a couple of dunks in 11 points, but at least managed to get the Regieleki.
Yep, I mean, the Regieleki is a consolation prize right there as well, getting a little bit more EXP from their objective. Yemu just alone and one Zacian on top can't exactly do too much against his opponent, but the rest of the team, though, is just looking up really, really strong. LY, though, trying to get as much farm as possible in the central area, but, they have to try to stop this Zoroark before it is going to be punishing for them.
Big damage, and he still gets the last hit in on the Mimikyu. Yemu! Genkai has no choice but to fall back. Watches his friend fall, but of course won't leave his friend alone on the other side. Yemu sends him there to assist him, to keep him company. On the body lane, on the other hand, our dear friend Drizzle was able to finally level up all the way to the Inteleon. But I don't think he's not going to be able to do much here. Able to do a couple of pokes, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold that out for long. Now with HT on the way. Trying to decide where you want to go for the rotation, but he decided to go to the top side as our dear friend Zach here. Yemu gets caught off from a beautiful rotation here, and it completely suppressed HT. In a 1v4 scenario, the man has boldness for sure. Sally, will that be paid off? Absolutely, as the damage was big. A beautiful KO here. They're trying to get it for a couple of dunks here. Body barriers also committed as well. But they're only able to dunk 5 points out of that.
big 1v4 right there. How did HD even survive that one? Yang coming out just in time, just to stop everyone else, and just healing him back to back health, and then just going in for the offense once again. Mimikyu on the bottom side scoring I think that's for 40 points for the team as well. Yep. So Mimikyu is just looking really strong for the team, but the Umbreon and the Blissey really have to back up as well.
That damage. Umbreon was supposed to be the defender, but let's be honest, Yemu has the Sovereign Blade, and HT is the Martial Master of the Central Lane. All trying to find plays, all Jal could do is just during this time where his allies are falling apart, he can only try to get some points on the other lanes. But more control, more devastation. Calamity trying to buy some time, but Yemo is coming in strong, coming in hard. He's the king of the blades here. He's gonna cut them down to size. 2, make it 3 more. He's looking for the 3rd. But gonna respect that. It goes back to the farm. But look at the level difference, Moon Boy. It's the Nightmare of Elm Streets here for all these guys.
Yeah. MYS is just dominating right now. Yemu is just unstoppable with those Sacred Sword reset, right? I mean, he's just having double Sacred Sword again and again and again, and just dealing so much damage to his opponent. There's nothing much that RT could do. All they have to do is start farming, get your level up, and try to get a few steals of objective. If those fights are not favorable for you, RT, don't engage.
Oh, but where's the farm? They are the farm. You forgot that here as well. More battle experience they are looking for as well. And Yang, he's the support, and he's being shown with great fear. Moonlight comes in. Zhao trying to wait for me, but Yemo, they go for the eject button. But guess what? He has one too. He continue on the hunt. Got the speed. He goes invisible, but not for too long. Yemo smells prey, and he will get it. Top side, more carnage happening all across the board here. Calamity, you forgot. These players are the Elite Four. They are the danger, and they are the one who will knock the doors. And they are currently knocking at the door, as they will possibly be trying to break the second base.
Yeah, immediately breaking tier 2 top as well and retreating off this one. Look at the level, YOLO. 12, 13, 13, 13, 12 coming in from MYS. And on the other side, RT, they can't exactly catch up yet. Everyone is just fully skilled when it comes to MYS. 30 more seconds till the Rayquaza. Could RT do something about this?
I have never seen such a consistent leveling between members here before. It's like, oh my lord. Completely blinded by the light, Solar Blade comes in and washed away the evidence. Because Yemo tells Genkai, hey man, go for the dunk. I will allow it. Your kings allow it as you offer your life to me.
Yep, and we have 10 more seconds till the Rayquaza spawn. Bochi a little bit too deep into the central area of MYS, and I believe this is not the time for him to get KO'd, because the final stretch is happening right now, and it's 5v4 right here at the Rayquaza pit.
Oh, there's still 10 seconds. There's still 10 seconds. But then again, coming from the side for the purple side, Team MYS doesn't necessarily have to secure the Rayquaza. They can just buy the time because they just have enough points. They just have to delay or go for the pickoffs. See who is willing to take the gamble, and the fact remains, this is the grand finals, and they know for sure Road to the Top will take the gamble, and they're just waiting for them to force the fight, and they're happy to oblige.
Yep, it's all 10 men is ready right now. 10 Unite move are available for them to use. Calamity on the backside, but Zacian is a little bit more behind as well. As RT initiated onto the Rayquaza, I believe this is time for MYS to shine.
Yemo comes in hard from the back line, completely cajole. He tried to run for his life, but instantly gets one down the size. KO comes in all across the board. 5 will fall, and Rayquaza is secure. They will catch them all, and they will secure the first round in the grand finals. What a dominating start, and they drop all the 100 points.
There's nothing that RT could do at that point in time. MYS got them surrounded at that point in time. RT have to initiate onto the Rayquaza due to time, but they can't keep up to that fight. The amount of damage coming in from the Zacian and the Mew is just too much to handle, and everything is just history at that point in time. 781, 108. MYS having a 680 point lead. What can RT do? I don't see an opening for them.
Oh, this is tough. There's too much points. They have to succumb to this first round, which is fine. Give the first round. It's a best of 5. We still have 4 more games to go for them to really try to bring back the scoreline here. But like I said, they do need to figure things out.
Right, they really have to try to figure things out. They're, Team RT, their early game is just a little bit weaker. They can't exactly keep up to the leveling and the disruption that MYF has. Like, they're just flooding over to their central area as soon as like what 7 minutes and like before 7 minutes, and just denying all those EXP from Team RT.
It's so difficult as well, because like one for sure, then especially coming from Team RT, they are going with this lineup for the long game, right? Especially since they went for the Intellion. They just needed to drag out the game and hope that LY could really try to set the pace.
Yep.
The problem is that especially once Team MYS locks in the Mew as their first pick already, they already knew exactly what they're gonna go for already. They already knew, like, all right, we're gonna go with the early game. Let's see what's their first 2 pick. When they secure the Umbreon, they just decide, you know what, fine, go for the Umbreon. That's totally fine. We will get the Lapras. We'll follow that Lapras, and then we'll lock it another all rough, or they pick us up.
Yeah, that is for sure as well. So ladies and gentlemen, off we go. This is game number 2 right here for the grand finals. It is MYS against Road to the Top. Road to the Top is on the purple side, while MYS is on the orange side. We saw MYS have a triumphant win in game number 1. Could they maintain this win?
I think it should be possible. I don't think we will see as much aggression coming from Team MYS this time, since they actually opt to go for the Intellion.
Yep.
So, or maybe they might just do it because of the fact that they noticed that there's no healer. There's no healer or support coming from the side of Rototo. I think they just might decide, like, hey, you know what? Let's have more skirmishes. We'll always come on the top because we can just do it.
It's a fight you want, it's a fight you get, right? And that's exactly what MYS is thinking. And on the top side, looking a little bit weaker, with the Zacian going up against the Pupita, Lavita, sorry, and that could, and probably his way to do it is to control the Lavita as much as possible and not allowing it to level up as fast as possible as well.
Oh. Here comes the rotation, and even LY revealing the existence of the Zoroark as well. He's ready to go for a couple of class, but gets reminded that HT is not too far behind. Both have the same exact idea, and Yemu once again with a double KO, with a beautiful start, and of course, a couple of points, a couple of Aeon energy secured, and more farm and more EXP.
This man literally dashed right into, or even through, the solar beam just to get to the Mew, and I believe he managed to get a pick off the Lavita there as well. So that is a really courageous move coming in from the Zacian. Just I'm just gonna take the damage. I'm dashing straight right in. I want to secure that KO.
He knows there's no way they're gonna be able to support him for that scenario. He was definitely gonna be a knocked out Pokemon for sure. Very calm and collected. I don't think the Larvitar is going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Zacian in the lane. So I think that's why you don't see HT going back to that lane anymore. We're going to be giving a little bit more pressure around the central and the bottom lane here. Pupita is finally Larvitar is able to evolve to the Pupita, but I don't think... Still pretty confident he's not going to be able to do much about it.
Yeah, for sure. Ice trying to deny Calamity from that scoring there as well. But take a look at the minimap on the left side. We see a Mew a little bit out of position right there in the central area, trying to be a little bit sneaky to deny those EXP from the Urshifu.
But of course, Foxy, one hit away, gonna grapple all the way in, closing the gap to get the final pick off. LY, gonna respect that. Not gonna be overzealous to get the final pick off. We'll be able to dash away because they got the intel. HT is on the way. The threat is here. And Bochi in the thick of things as well. Caught off and locked down, but the mean look. No way for him to run. The poor legendary Pokemon will finally meet his fate.
Yeah, and there we have it. MYS continuing their early game aggression. And take a look at the level once again. 68886. Well, on the left side, this is a little bit all over the place as well. And MYS starting onto the Reggie Ice, and I believe this is not going to be contested coming in from RT.
No, they can't. They don't have the levels. They don't have the Tyranitar out either yet as well. So just had to fall back, just had to buy out the time. Yes, the early stage was not favorable for them, but there's still some space. There was not too much control pressure being utilized by Team MYS just yet. Not too much where it's not recoverable. And and of course, another beautiful pick of KO. And Yemu says, wait, did I hear you guys are getting comfortable? I'm coming in to remind what happens if you forget. John, no choice, sacrificing his life for his team members. He's like, you gotta run, man. You gotta run, brother. But Genkai really want to try to secure the Regieleki. We're not going to be able to get out of that situation at all. Gets really down low, but who gets it though? Of course, it's TeamMYS.
Yeah, MYS getting the Regieleki for themselves, going straight right into the tier 1 also. And that's the problem with this Zacian. It's not controlled at all at this point in time. It's already at level 10, holding 40 EOS coins as well. So there's so much that this Zacian could do against your team. And at this point, RT really have to try to, get that Tyranitar up and try to make a little bit more impact against this opponent, because right here, RT is not making any impactful plays. That's
right. Like, the minute they see it's still a War Turtle, they see it's still a Pupitar, they just don't care. They're just like, you know what, guys? Let's farm their central area. Let's keep training out, keep leveling up our Pokemon here, and just ensure that they're not able to get any form of EXP here.
Yeah, as long as I'm seeing a yellow dot on my mini-map, it's gone, right? It's mine. And that's what MIS is trying to do. Trying to play around this wild Pokemon so to deny RT from all these wild Pokemon.
Moonboy, you're mistaken. It's not just the yellow dot. They see any Pokemon.
Any dot,
any Pokemon is an EXP.
You're exactly right as well. I mean, MY is just so dominant. They already got positioning onto the bottom reg as well. Tyranitar with the Tyrannical Rage. Could they work something out down?
They're going to be trying for sure, but instantly the Tyranitar didn't last for too long. His Tyrant Rule instantly removed here. And our dear friend Mew completely isolated from the rest of his team as everyone gets picked off one by one. It seems like TeamMYS has an answer for all the questions, for all the angles here. And instantly fallen back and succumb.
Wow, I mean, MYS is not just good mechanically, they are good macroly as well, right? They're moving around the map literally like chess pieces at that perfect timing. They're always in good positioning. They're always surrounding their opponent. They're always taking good fights that is favorable for them. And all these are just so well calculated by the team, which they already got such a huge level lead right now as well. What can RT do? They're just 2 to 3 levels behind their opponent. And at this point, fighting is not an option.
Man, they're gonna try to pull out some magic out of the hat here, especially Delphox. Gonna try to scorch and burn some of these players as much as well. Yang following into the thick of things, and Yemo also not following too alongside about it. Genkai completely left alone, the rest of his team members just fearing the idea of ice. They have to abandon their teammate Tyranitar here to succumb to his fate, but like, LY gets jumped in and spotted as well. They found him. He's gonna run for his life.
Wow, I mean, MY is just checking every single corner, every single tall grass in reach, so that they won't be flanked at any point in time, and they're so well timed, and everything is so well checked all by themselves. Ice having a 1v2 situation all by himself at the bottom side as well, but he's still controlling them really well, not allowing them to do too much at the bottom side. Ice might be a little bit of trouble right there as well.
I can't believe he's still alive out of all the damage that's been thrown at him. He's still totally fine. Completely leaving them stone cold. Literally, with the ice beam. Still on the hunt though. Pushing back with the Hydro Pump, but not for too long. Has to suffer way towards safety, including the dash. He see Ice being aggressive. He knows for sure that his team members is not too far behind.
Yeah, they know that Foxy is nearby. They can't fight that particular fight that they can, and in about 5 seconds time, bottom Reggie is gonna be alive once again. But instead, MYS focusing on the Reggie top, trying to just apply so much more pressure, having that Regieleki marching straight right down just before their final stretch.
How could you, HT? You're bullying one of my favorite Kanto water Pokemon, man. Leave Squirtle alone. Leave him alone. He's just a turtle. Big damage, lockdown, yeah. Can they pick it up? They can. 1 for 5. But Ice does the damage a lot more better. Instant KO. Yemu comes in. You say blood for blood. They won. They won revenge. They want to avenge their fallen allies as they will attempt to cut them all down.
You take one of my guys, I take down 4 of yours. That's exactly what MRS did. Going straight right for the Rayquaza, but managed to get a steal.
I can't believe it. What a dive from the man. LY, he's not out of the fight just yet. He's saying, hey man, if I'm going down, I'm going out swinging. And he made it hurt.
Yeah,
But
MYS.
Sally, they don't have the...
Yeah, they got the raid, they didn't get the points, they can't manage to score, but even though with the buff,
no,
they can't do much. MYS is going on the defense right now. RT, what are they gonna do? They're 200 points away from victory. Can they score them in?
They gotta stop Genkai. He's trying to attempt to go for the dunk here. He's trying to deny them as much as possible, but they just can't. The serve, the timing, they succeed. 100 points. They just need another 100. Another 100, and they can try to turn things around. Genkai sustained. The Tyranitar pulls through, and Yemu has no choice but to fall back for the King's fight. Genkai, what a man, but of course, good to see our Blastoise with the serve, giving him the opportunity to go for the dunk, and he did it. Oh no, they run out of the buff right now.
Yeah, they need another 100 points. No more Rayquaza buff in RT's pocket as well. Right here, you know, all MYS have to do is just defend, try not to allow them to touch the base at any point in time. There's still a way for RT to come back off this one. They have to play smart. How to deal with this? Which fight should we take? Or which side should we score?
Oh, 20 seconds, not 50 points. Oh, it's just... I believe it's just right at the margin as well. If they manage to dunk that 71 points, they should be able to take back the round. Going to be trying to attempt towards the top side. Genkai trying to be the diversion here, trying to set us for the team here. They managed to get a dunk of 68 points, but will it be enough? 2 seconds in. Who got the points though?
Was it enough? I mean, the bottom tier 1 has been destroyed as well, but it's so close for this round. It seems like he has actually have a turning point, but unable to do it, just lacking 10 points to close it off. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 2 goes straight to MYS.
Oh, it could not be any closer here. Why, my lord. It was just that, just 10 points left. Unfortunately, Genkai, I think Genkai had the majority of the points as well with the 50. He had the 50 points, but he had to commit to try to create the space. Maybe if Calamity was nearby, that serve probably could have given Genkai the small window of an opportunity. A small window of an opportunity to get that points in. Then maybe they could have naturally turned the game around.
Wow. I mean, Genkai with that Tyranitar, that Tyranitar Rampage actually executed 2 Pokemon on the top side at the very last moment, which allowed them to score another 100 point from the, I believe it's going to be that from Gel, right? Yeah, yep. So, that actually allowed them to have that breathing space as well. But MYS, after missing that Rayquaza, they have no choice but to go onto full defense, but just luckily, by a strain of a hair, right? Like, by the mere 10 points, they managed to secure this victory for themselves.
But there is something, at least there's something that's happening right now. There is something going on. It's no longer that one-sided landslide anymore. Now he has the ability to actually go invisible as well for a few seconds as well. Hopefully this gives them the edge in terms of harass inside those central areas as well. Because we are guaranteed for sure that Yang and the Urshifu is gonna be targeting that central area. And looks like Bochi is also gonna be doing the exact same thing. He's gonna be trying to see, can he try to steal away the Excalibur? He did! He stole away the Excalibur!
Typical Sableye thing, just being sneaky, throwing there, trying to take away the buff as well. LY, because of that red buff not being there, is gonna be dropping him. He's gonna be slowing down his level 5 potential, but unable to get that second blue buff away from the from MYS side.
No, this is fine because he's currently just slowing things down for Team MYS. So I guess you could say in a way the top lane wouldn't have to worry too much about an engagement coming from Urshifu anytime soon. They can apply a little bit more pressure. They get the level up first as well. Now the rest of the team is currently at the back of the wall.
Yeah, but the thing about this Sableye is that it's so disruptive. It just spoils the flow for MYS, and the thing about MYS is that they have the experience playing against the Sableye meta back then as well. So could they actually still deal with that, especially in a meta environment like this?
Oh, they can try for sure. Calamity trying to buy the next amount of time, but guess what? If 2 is not enough, you get 3. If 3 is not enough, you get 4 Pokemon to overwhelm the damage here. And I love the priority, right? They didn't really have to worry too much about the Zacian towards the top lane. Because the bottom lane is where the EXP is currently at with all those initiatives. They want to secure it as much as possible. And of course, we see Bochi doing what he wants to do with the Saberlight to be the nuisance.
Yep, and LY
of course, going to be taking a chapter from TeamMYS books and be aggressive in their jungle.
Yeah, it seems like right here, MYS, leveling is not as fast as the previous 2 games as well. It seems like RT might be cooking up something, and this might be the composition to take MYS down for the very first time.
This is really great. Being a nuisance all around the central areas and even in their spots as well allows them to get some few points in. Not a lot, but at least it's something. But we'll force them to not farm too much. Since right now, TeamMYS just decided, you know what, we're wasting time splitting our resources. Let's just group up as a team and try to see if we can go for any pickers on the other side. Eventually, they will find somebody.
Yep. So, I mean, this is a pretty even game right now. Most of the resources from Team RT is on the top side, while on the bottom side, it's just a lone Mew all by himself as well. But right here, dashing shit right in, and Kelly managed to get Yemu out of that as well. But Bochi running out of there alive. LY is stuck right there and able to get out of there alive. And, that is a really good fight coming in from RT.
But not too far behind. HT lurks within the bush, reveal himself and his intention as well. Ice trying to find an opportunity to drop in the mean look here. Will drop it. Not going to be able to get the kill, but will at least get a couple of points in as well. Bottom lane already still has finally been spawned here. It's an opportunity for them to rotate towards the bottom side. They want to go for it, but Genkai a little bit out of place and of course out of mind.
Yeah, finally, MYS starting to get a little bit of momentum moving forward as well. Get that Saber Eye out of commission and just control the Gibble or the Gabite at this point in time. Just try not to let it hit level 9 before you hit 9. So this way, that Garchomp will not be too much of a harassment.
Definitely for sure. Now with the assistance of the Regineki, now even more pressure is going to be happening through this top side. Jar, no choice but to succumb. It has to retreat and fall back. No way for them to really defend this for too much here.
Yep,
but at least, I guess you could say it with a little bit of reassurance. There's no way they have enough Aeon energy to really break that first space, so it's totally fine.
Well, there is. I mean, the Mew has 37 right there. They're just trying to get a little bit more to get that overdunk across. Yeah, but the Zoro up, LY trying to be a little bit sneaky, dunking 30 off the top as well, but immediately fighting the Mew. But I don't think this is the fight that Mew should take and just get out of there. And you should not be fighting this fight.
Shit, Ninja. Keeping alive. Mean Look also going to be able to lock down different Jarl in place. 8 bomb causing not by the buy. And even giving enough time for the cooldown to reset for the Mean Look to lock him again. No way for him to run. Registeel also being secure for the side of TeamMYS. And we'll also find Bochi.
Yeah, good push. Good push coming in. Yang trying to not allow Calamity to get out there alive. 8 bomb bouncing him back out and just taking that KO. And the bottom side is free. Another 14 points in for MYS. They're starting to get their engines running. They're starting to get their momentum going. And RT, they have to figure out something fast.
They're definitely on the way there. Point differential, of course, not too far behind. Yemu revealed himself. Genkai get a little overzealous. Gonna allow Yemu to get a nice pick off on that one. A beautiful KO, a necessary one as well.
Yeah,
this will hurt a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit.
I mean, that's a great slash coming in, right? Like just knowing the fight, knowing that the Garchomp is not on par as you, to just try to take him out as fast as possible.
But then again, Yoshifu and the Mew both being level 11, that's something to fear for sure. Yemu trying to catch up with the level, trying to pick up as many wild Pokemon as possible. And maybe in the process, we'll also find the Garchomp. Pops into Unite move to see he can do as much damage as possible. But big damage coming from the Inteleon with the liquidation. Very powerful skill.
Yeah, big retreat coming in from MYS in RT. Merely going in, getting the Regieleki, marching straight right on the top side. But they are really low right now. Is this the time to fight Garchomp? Initially going straight right down to the Solar Beam from Mew, from Foxy. And all they have to do is just deal with this Regieleki as the rest of RT rotate straight right down to try to score all their points down, deposit them down in the bottom side. But HT just saying, no, you can't do that.
Oh, definitely can't completely deny. Completely snipe from the back line. And of course, another beautiful KO, possibly even a second or the third. And of course, Calamity has no choice. He knows he can't outrun them. Not with his flippers. There's no water or ocean for him to swim away. Just gives up his life. But of course, Yemo will be able to find a beautiful constellation prize on the back line.
Yeah, knowing that there's a camouflage, you can't hide away from my tiger eyes right there or my lion eyes right there. But Bochi just running around being a nuisance, you know.
Oh, spotted.
It's spotted.
Spotted, gotta respect that. But LY trying to see if he can try to create the opening he was looking for. But big damage coming for the Zacian alongside with the solar beam. Completely blew them all away.
Wow.
Taste the power of the suns here.
Great chain of skills right there coming in from MYS to take the rest of the team out and then taking the Registeel for themselves. They have the additional attack buff coming in as well. But Genkai on that Garchomp just overstaying a little bit in the central area, trying to take all a little bit greedy, but HT catch him. And I don't think it... Oh, and immediately going back to base.
This is great. Try to dunk it even as much points as possible because the point differential is not too far behind, just a difference of 10. Bochi is trying to divert the amount of attention as much as possible, trying to keep the eyes on him, but the rest of the team build up the EXP here. But of course, HT is not one to lose track of his target. We'll find Bochi eventually, and an egg bomb also will do its work. Still on the hunt, Bochi's doing a fantastic job. Look at how many people he's been dragging him all the way, but eventually he will fall. And now the rest of the team is currently getting ready to the group out. Rayquaza is going to be spawning in exactly 15 seconds here. The biggest team fight to decide the game. Ladies and gentlemen, and Moonboy, remember, this is the last game of the series here. If TeamMYS wins this, they are the grand champions as well.
Yeah, having that Reggie Lecky, having the additional 6-man, marching shit right down to the top side. Rayquaza is down. We're down to our final stretch right here. Could this be our last final stretch?
Oh, Foxy. Okay. Calamity. Leading the charge finds Yang, and that's the backup. That's what they were looking for. But Calamity is not really that healthy in the first place. Yemo gets in the back line, trying to find the opportunity, but instantly the Unite power is coming in. Rayquaza, half HP, getting ever so lower. But HT jumps in like the mastermind he is. But of course, the Garchomp secures the Rayquaza. They got the points, they got the buff. They're going for the dunk. Calamity with 26 points. Gets denied, but gets dunked at 52. They're in the lead. The play has been made, and they want to get a couple of more in. Another 50. Make that 100. 324. Moonboy, I can't believe it. They brought the game back.
That's the juice that they are cooking right there, right? They found it and they capitalized on it. Take that Ray fight and take MYS out just before the fight. But the fight is still not over. 120 points deficit. MYS can still fight this one. Bochi 50 all by himself. Is that going to be 100? Yes, there is. Widening the score for the RT. MYS, what are you going to do? You got 45 more seconds. The hope is still alive.
Whoa. Gonna try to pick things off. LY got 44 points on this bounce, but instantly gets removed from the playing field here. More teams coming in. More Unite boost has to be coming in as well to deny them as much as possible. But guess what? Jal on the other side will dunk another 100. And TeamMYS will have to watch this fall as finally their clean streak has been broken. Team Road to the top. They're not out of this game just yet.
Yup, and there we have, road to the top. They are not out just yet, and they are not backing down without a fight. And there we have, for the first time, MYS drop a series in this open qualifiers.
Oh my lord. What a round, seriously, what a round. That game was absolutely insane to me, like seriously. The game changer was really just Bochi again. I feel like they had so much impact in that round. Calamity, of course, being the news as the front line, being that wall, constantly keeping them at bay. But Bochi again, Kai. Impeccable timing here. Just constantly delaying.
It's just Bochi, right? Like, I believe the single piece of puzzle that ruined whatever MIS is trying to do is that one Sableye. It's just doing so much denial, it's just doing so much harassment around on the back line and not allowing MIS to have that early game start that they needed. And, and once Genkai is online with that Garchomp, everything is just history at that point in time.
It was like, I guess you could say TeamMYS so far had been a perfect cogs of the machine, right? All the cogs are in place, all functioning accordingly. Then Bochi just comes in and just throw a wrench and then everything just came apart. Really, really phenomenal stuff here.
Yeah.
But of course, I guess you could say because like at the same time the composition that they went for as well like just couldn't find any way to get through it as two here. They just couldn't find a way to get points in, or couldn't try to force fight, because every time when we noticed they try to force a fight, like instantly the rest of the members of the tier road to top was just like, you know what, we're fine. You want to force a fight, we won't.
RT side of the field, it's just a really balanced lineup over there as well.
Duello is always so cute, man. Like Crustle base evolution is always so cute, man. Little hermit crab just like constantly crawling around with the cute eyes, man.
Doable.
Yeah, I'm still curious on how in the world he gets a giant rock on his back here. Like that's. I mean, like I know how hermit crab works, right? Like how they move homes here. But of course, anyway, let's elaborate that. Yay!
Yeah.
Steals the blue away. He said, "Hey, man, you took my red. I take your blue this time."
Yeah, you want to be annoying? Let me show you how is it done, right? Like, you know, Yemu, yeah, once again stealing another wild Pokemon away from RT side. Like, you know, if you want to play with fire, this is what MYS is gonna do with you. Like, I'm just gonna throw wildfire in your face.
Ooh, yeah. Can he get the pickup? Oh, he does.
Oh, he picked it and gets the KO from it as well. And you know, that's what MYS tries to do.
I think the fruit didn't really get to him in time, although he picked it up, but he hadn't really reached him. That's why he couldn't get the heal, and he just fell. It's KO. Unfortunate for that one.
Yeah, really unfortunate. But LY is ready up with that Leafeon, ready to go with that Soul. I believe it's Solar Blade that he is playing. And you know, if that Solar Blade actually lands, it can be pretty scary. And the amount of damage, yeah, is really painful. Take a look at those hits coming in, and they have no choice but to back off that one just because the Larvitar is not ready to fight.
Yeah, you have to respect it, especially Mew. You got the range damage, literally all the range damage towards that bottom lane. When you're just a Dwebble, when you're all and then Larvitar as well, there's no way you as a melee basic form can really contest with them at all.
Yep.
Top lane on the other hand, are gonna get a little bit more priority here. But finally we got the Crustle. Ice comes in. Is he gonna go for the X-Scissors or not? I wonder.
Yeah, but I believe, you know, he's going in for the score. I think this is kind of like a score composition, like I would say, right? You know, Crustle having that that held item that allow them to go getter, allow him to, you know, score a little bit faster as well. You got Dodrio separating scores in 3 points. You got Sableye able to score sneakily as well. So that's what MYS is trying to do. They want to end this fast.
Oh man, that's a lot of damage to his Calamity, but thankfully he's just a defender. He should be able to out-tank and walk away out for safety here. Mochi, still doing what he does best. Always finding a window of an opportunity to get some points in and be a nuisance on the other side of the map.
Yep. Yemu already closing up the top side as well. On the bottom side, Yang holding it all by himself.
Yang is in a 1v3. What a mad lad.
One Sableye against the wall, and he's just dealing it all by himself. While the rest of the team focuses on the top side, trying to just, you know, demolish the top side as together as a team.
I don't know. It feels like they're just respecting each other. Like not really like disrupting them in the other lane. But of course, Ice can withstand the amount of damage coming in from Gengar. To the goodbye comes in with the Dragon Claw. Gonna be able to get the knockdown, and instantly, thankfully, HT comes in with for the assistance. We'll be able to get the pick off. But he delayed long enough, allowing for the team to secure the Regice.
Yeah, and there down goes the Regice to RT. But on the other hand, MYS is ignoring everything that RT is trying to do, right? I'm just going to score as much point as possible. I'm going to get the Reggie like he's going to be marching straight right down to the top side. Are you going to try and fight me? Because if you do, I'm just going to maybe go down to the bottom side and try to heal and try to score more.
Woo! What a snipe. They're really one of the few defenders here. But they know the Regulate is coming, and they were able to break 2 bases. Wow. Yeah. The Dodrio has been doing really big work at that top lane.
Yeah, and you know, I have already broke 2 of your base, right? What are you gonna do, RT? Like, you have the control on the bottom side, but you can't score down the bottom side as well. And MYS is just controlling the pace of scoring right here as well. Tyrannical Rampage coming in from Genkai and just diving straight right in. It seems like Ice might be a little bit of a trouble. X is pushing him back away as well. Genkai coming into 8 them, but just diving straight right in once again. Genkai, well, I believe that MYS have no choice but to back off right there. They don't have the firepower to deal with this Garchomp.
Which is fine. That's absolutely fine. That's a little bit almost connected on Yang as well, but he was able to dash out to safety. Foxy is just so close to get the Tyranitar Calamity. Slowly swimming to him, and of course LY was able to finish him off with the Solar Blade, douse it with water and burn it all away with the might of the sun here. And of course, Dodrio comes in with a beautiful knockout. Rest of the team coming in for the reinforcement here, but at the same time, while they're trying to get chaos at the top side, Bochi is once again getting a few more points in. Calamity, absolutely solid here. So tanky, that fish.
Calamity was just in a bad position right there as well. But you know, all MYS need to do is just wait for the Tyranitar to get to level 9, right? And and there we have Tyranitar is online right now, and things is gonna be different. And however, road to the top, the only way that they could win is just get that Gasham as fat as possible and have that Leafeon support him as much as possible.
Oh no, Yang got hit by the egg bomb and knocked back in, allowing it to actually really put in the numbers. Crossel hiding in the bush. Yeah, he knows that the rest of the team is slowly coming in. Rock throws are happening coming from the side of Regirock. I don't think they're going to be able to try to contest with this, but Unite Moves also coming in as well. Lee, Solar Blade was able to secure the Regirock at least on the other side, but the top will get the Regieleki, and they are intending to put more points in. Look at Yemu! He single-handedly broke that top lane. I mean, sure, his teammate came and reassisted him later on, but the man has been doing big work.
Yeah, that's the thing about, you know, Dodrio, right? It doesn't really care about anything else. All he cares is just trying to score as much as possible, running around, getting all the wild Pokemon away from you, and then scoring again and again and again. And, you know, but RT down in the bottom side, the Regirock scenario, right? They saw the Crustle coming in and they knew what's going to happen, and they immediately just tried to rush on Regirock as fast as possible and just take out HT and Crustle away from the equation there and then.
Yeah. Slowly dragging out the time. Point ratio not too big. Requires it to be definitely spawning in a couple of 1 minute and 40 seconds here. I'm gonna say, man, I'm not a big. Don't get me wrong. I know Tyranitar's uniform is one of those sumo judge players, right?
Yep.
But that outfit is just not fit for his figure, man. It looks like. It feels like he's wearing a dress, you know, that kind of thing.
I mean, he looks strong, right? Lapras Express coming in, trying to chase out Yemu as well, just creating so much space for the rest of the team as they score for RT. 313 to 201, and they're just going in for the team fight right there, just diving straight right in, and just not allowing MYS to come in.
They can't do anything about it, but of course the goal right now, I guess you can say the goal for Team MYS is just trying to get the points in. Yoshifu definitely taking the longer route here to see if we can sneaking some points at the back line, get some farm in the process here. 34 seconds for another Reggie to be spawned here. We get more EXPs currently level 13. Level difference between the majority of the members are not too much here, but LY out in the open, gonna respect that, gonna fall back. But does run into eyes into the X-Scissors though. Locks him down in place for 3 seconds, and Yemu is gonna be able to get the kill on Jaw. Both cold damage data completely removed from the playing field here. And HT is gonna be looking for more KOs. 3, 4! Although the respawn coming from LY. But will it be enough? The request is coming in at 20 seconds. I think it's just enough time.
Yep. Oh, they get this Regieleki and just go straight to the Rayquaza. Regieleki is really marching straight right to the top side. They need to deal with the Regieleki and the Rayquaza at the same time.
No, they need to make a choice here. They have to make a choice. Let the Regieleki through or fight for the Rayquaza.
Yeah, if the Regieleki goes through, you know, Yemu is just going to be scoring so much with the Dodrio as well. Rayquaza goes live.
So
and
much damage! See who's going to be able to get the steal. Climatic comes in, getting ready to pop into the Unite move, but no, Dodrio was able to secure the Rayquaza this time. And now they got the security. They need to try to pick up as many people as possible. Get a couple of KOs, and Yembo will find one on Bochi here. Can he find the next one? John with the light screen. Nice out of the reset to get some distance between the two here. Gets the serve. HT doesn't want to dunk the points. He wants to find John. He doesn't want to give you the time to fall back here. And he's running for his life. Gonna get a couple of points in the least. Not much, but it will do. 200 more points. Ice against Genkai. He's trying to get the points in. And he does! 18 points only. Unfortunately, he did lose to Rayquaza. But that's fine.
Yep, no Rayquaza buff coming in for MYS now. There's still 1 minute on the clock with 200 points to spare. Could RT catch this up? Yemu have 50 points all by himself. If we have Dodrio, we can split up to, you know, 1/3 and 1/3 and 1/3, and that could still turn games around, especially, you know, when you have Dodrio on the flank. But Yang, 40 points all by himself. Sneakily down to the bottom side, trying to find a little bit more information. Spotted the Lapras. I don't think that's a point of contention.
I don't think they can. They're more focused on trying to divert away the Dodrio and Yang. Look at that! Look at that ball just playing around the center in the bushes. They're like, no. We want points. We want to put the points. We're very objective today. Very objective. Look at that! Popping the Unite move just to get some speed again in there. 680 points, 20 seconds. Falls back to base here to try to get a little bit more dunks in. Not gonna find that opportunity. Keeps getting harassed and pushed back. 18 seconds left on the clock though. I don't think they have enough points, but the Solar Blade comes in. Won't be able to get a single KO, but the damage comes in. Unite was committed. Completely fall. Ladies and gentlemen, the finishing line has currently been seen. TeamMYS is your grand champion of the Open qualifier for Pokemon Unite Asia Open.
Wow, I mean, it seems like MYS at this point in time, they are not wasting any more time, right? I just want to close this off here and now. I'm just going to play my dunk composition and just score as much points as possible. Yes, KOs allow you to, get a little bit more edge in the game, but point wins game, and MYS knows what is the objective, and they went with the composition that could close this off. 7-3-4, 3-5-2, match point, game point, championship point for MYS, and they are our grand champion.
I'm not gonna lie, right? It felt very, very weird. I felt very awkward actually watching this round, because so far we've been seeing TeamMYS has been utilizing like this early or scaling composition, just try to overwhelm and snowball, right? Getting that early control and everything. But this round was a little bit different. They say like, you know what, we're fine with scaling, but we're not gonna do our usual scaling where we're not even gonna go for too many pickups either. We just wanna dump as much points as possible. Look at everybody here. I mean, of course, except for Foxy. Foxy really took the brunt of a lot of things, because like he missed a lot every time the Pupital was really having a hard time against like the LY and Chal. And don't even get me started on Bochi as well. Just constantly on the other side of the map, finds the Pupitar, pokes him out, chases him, bullies him out of the lane, and then just goes and dunks his own point, no matter how minuscule that amount of Aeon's energy he has. HD, of course, he wasn't really dunking points. He was just like, he was literally one of the highest EXP. And don't even get me started with Yemu. That man single-handedly did the most damage on that top lane. Him by himself.